King Solomon was correct when he said in Ecclesiastes 1:9, "What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun." This morning I read the Old Testament about King Manasseh, who was the longest reigning king in Judah's history. 2 Chronicles 33:1 says, Manasseh was 12 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 55 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, following the detestable practices of the nations the Lord had driven out before the Israelites. He rebuilt the high places his father Hezekiah had demolished. Now, high places were used to worship false gods such as Baal or Molech. What jumped out to me this morning was that he rebuilt the high places that his father, the godly king Hezekiah, had demolished. The high places were an affront, an insult to the true and living God. Manasseh's father, King Hezekiah, was right in destroying these blasphemous places. God was pleased with Hezekiah for doing this. Then here comes his son Manasseh, repeating the sins of those of his who preceded his father. Manasseh even made it worse. He brought in more false gods than every king before him. Manasseh did not make a mistake. He didn't care. He knew it was wrong to rebuild those dens of iniquity, but he did it anyway. Manasseh was defiant. Today in 2025, we are witnessing the same defiance. This administration is rebuilding the walls of hatred and exclusion. Many tears, efforts, people's lives went into tearing down the protective barriers of prejudice and hatred. The civil rights movement did not just benefit oppressed people such as African Americans. The talent, beauty, and diversity of tearing down the walls of hatred in the USA revealed the hidden truth that we are all created equal. Trying to level the playing field uncovered the fact that we are stronger together. This malicious assault on the evolving greatness of working together is more than just heartbreaking. It could be soul-destroying. However, we must refuse to let that happen. Independent companies don't have to take this country help take this country backwards. As a citizen, you don't have to go backwards in thinking that it's all right to mistreat people or not hire a qualified person because of the color of their skin or any other identifying characteristic. I ask that you join me in not letting the actions of the last few days blind us to the fact that there are more of us who desire a country that works for the majority and not just a few billionaires. Look at the world's history. Minority rule is not even good for those who think they can do what they want. We're going to have to work harder to overcome this intruding darkness by shining our little lights. As long as one of us is left standing, shining our light, darkness cannot overcome us. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome.